chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Ryan. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Falcons.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Ryan on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down, it's Gurley. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
It's a gain of
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Saints' 17-yard line.
From the 17, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And it's third down. Third and long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Gurley now. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Pass incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. midfield now. Here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back. Alvin Kamara. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, is saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Check.
Here's Breeze. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7. Falcons 9.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this time, Breeze will throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Bob. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Breeze going to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
24-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
throwing on first down is Breeze. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
45-yard line.
Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Hill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Looking deep for Julio. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack pushes him back. And now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball, so you don't get another one picked off.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. Brashad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
41,
Alvin Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Saints, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the first time. Born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry.